Hey guys, it's Sadie and welcome back to my channel. Hello guys, welcome to another day of Vlogmas. I am really excited for today's video, to be honest. I love all the recipes that I'm going to be cooking. So anyway, just a little preface. Today's video is going to be trying out Chloe Ting recipes. This is actually going to be a part 2 to a video that I filmed a while back, like in July, but it's part of my whole Vlogmas thing. Anyway, so yeah, I really liked the first video. It was really fun. So I decided I wanted to film a second video for you guys. If you don't know who Chloe Ting is, she is this really famous fitness YouTuber. She has like a lot of subscribers. I want to say 20 million, but it could be more. She is super popular for like her challenges, that like 2-week shred challenge, like 2-week ab challenge. Anyway, she has a lot of challenges. I did her workouts for a while, but I was ready to move on to something a little bit more challenging, but no hate to her or anything. I still love her. But on her website, she has a whole other section where she posts a bunch of recipes. During the summer, I just tried out 4 of her recipes, and I really wanted to try out 4 more because they all turned out pretty well. The recipes that I'm going to be making in today's video are avocado eggs, almond crackers, chocolate zucchini bread, and vegan tikka masala. I will link all of these recipes in the description as well as her website. But yeah, I'm like super excited. These all sound super good. In the other video, I did a lot more sweet type stuff, but I wanted to incorporate more savory stuff. So yeah, today's video is going to be started off with the avocado eggs as like a breakfast dish.
So the first recipe that I made were these avocado eggs. So the first step was to just preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and then I took 1 large avocado and cut it in half. Then I had to scoop some of the flesh out of the avocado so that I had enough room to crack the egg inside. So yeah, after that, I just cracked the egg in the avocado and then I put it in the oven and let it bake. And that's what it looked like when it was done. After that, I just added a plate of oranges and these like Vsco cracker things so it would be a better breakfast. And then I just put the now cooled avocado egg things on the plate. And then it was finally time for a taste test.
So it is now time to try the first recipe that I've made, which are these avocado eggs. So like you saw, I just cracked an egg in an avocado and then just baked it, and I ended up baking it for a total of 20 minutes just for reference. So I just added some oranges and some of these crackers because I didn't really have any bread. So just like make it a full breakfast. So let's just give this a taste. It's kind of interesting. Like, you don't really get the avocado, you mostly get the egg, which is good. It's cooked through. I feel like it doesn't have like a pop of flavor, which is what I would have wanted, but I don't know. I feel like it's good. I feel like I don't know if I'd make it again, and if I were, yeah, I don't really know what I'd do differently. Overall, not my favorite, but it's still decently good, and it's like a good breakfast. So I would probably rate this like a 6 out of 10.
Next recipe was these almond crackers. So basically the recipe called for almond flour, but since I didn't have any and since it's very expensive to buy, I just ground up some almonds that I had. So don't really know if that was the best way to do it. I think it would have been a lot better texture and probably a lot better flavor if I had just bought almond flour, but it's fine. I mean, like, yeah. Next, I made a flax egg with just, I think it was 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds and 3 tablespoons of water. And then I just let that sit until it was kind of like a jelly consistency and ready to add in to the rest of the ingredients. So then I added the almond flour / ground almonds to the flax egg and just kind of mixed it up with my hand, because since the almond flour was so coarse, it was like a little bit hard to mix it up with some sort of whisk. Then I put the dough between 2 layers of parchment paper and just rolled it out with a rolling pin. Then finally I was able to put on some spices, so I just have like some Italian seasoning, I have some sesame seeds, garlic powder, onion powder, and then everything but the bagel seasoning. So I just added those on to my crackers, and then I was finally ready to let them bake in the oven. After they came out of the oven, they looked pretty good. They looked a little bit crisp and burnt, but overall like had a good cracker texture.
Hey guys, so it is a lot later and now I am trying these almond crackers that I made. They look a little bit crispy and roasted and burnt, but I'm not really sure. So let's just try these. I put a little bit of hummus that I could try it with, so I will kind of give you the verdict. With hummus, they're good. Like, they kind of just taste like hummus. Here, I'm gonna take just like a bite of a plain one. They honestly kind of just taste like burnt almonds. So basically, they're only worth eating if you eat them with hummus. So, I would probably rate this recipe like a 3 out of 10 because they're not that good. I mean, they look cute, they look crisp, the texture is good, but the flavor is absolutely gross. So yeah, I do not recommend that you make these.
Next recipe that I made, I was really excited for. It was this chocolate zucchini bread. So basically what I did was just grate up 1 whole zucchini. Funny story about this, I accidentally took a cucumber first. So yeah, that was a little bit of a disaster. But anyway, I grated that up. Then I added some eggs, some coconut sugar, some vanilla, and mixed that all up. I was a little bit afraid that the texture wouldn't really work, but it ended up being fine. Then I added all the dry ingredients, which were oat flour, cocoa, and yeah, that. And then I just mixed it all up, put it in the pan, and then whisked it off to bake.
The next thing that I'm going to be trying that I made is this chocolate zucchini bread. I'm actually really excited because I tasted the batter. It was really, really good. So let's give this one a taste. Okay, so the texture is pretty good. I feel like it could be a little bit less dry though. But the flavor, it was like a lot chocolatier and a lot sweeter when it was in batter form, and now not so much. Don't get me wrong, it is still pretty good, but it could definitely be better. I'd probably rate this like a 7 out of 10 though, because it's like good. I think I could have baked it for a little less. I think I ended up baking it for like 45 minutes, and I think it could have been fine at just like 40 minutes. But yeah, do I recommend you make this? Yes. I think it's good. I think maybe make it a little bit sweeter, but then otherwise, yeah, and then just bake it for a little less long.
So the final recipe that I made was this vegan tikka masala. So the first thing that I did was just slice up this block of extra firm tofu into cubes, and then I made the seasoning mix with curry powder, garam masala, ginger, turmeric, and paprika. Then I added my coconut yogurt. I had to use vanilla because that's literally the only one that they had at the place. So yeah, but I just added that to the tofu, and then I shook it all up with half of the seasoning mix. And then I just put the tofu on a baking pan and baked it in the oven. It was time to make the actual tikka masala sauce. So first I cut up half an onion, and then I diced up 2 cloves of garlic. Then I heated up 2 teaspoons of coconut oil on a pan and fried up my onions and garlic. You actually weren't supposed to fry up the garlic yet, just the onions, but I didn't really read the directions, but it's fine. I added the tomato paste and the remaining spice mix and let that saute and fry together. Finally, I added the coconut milk and the vegetable stock and let that all kind of simmer together in hopes of softening down the onions. Then I added the baked tofu to the tikka masala and garnished with some cilantro.
So I'm finally able to try my tikka masala, which is my last recipe. It's also like dark out because it's winter anyway. So the texture is kind of weird and it's not like the sauces or tikka masalas that I usually have, but I'm still excited to taste it because it smells really good. So the flavor is pretty good, but it has like a weird, almost like burnt taste to it. I don't really know how to describe it. Like without that, the spice mix is good. Yeah, I don't really know. As for the tofu, it doesn't have a lot of flavor, but I also like the texture. And then just the texture of the tikka masala is weird, and I usually eat it more as a sauce. So overall, I would probably rate it like a 5 out of 10 because like the flavor is good, like the textures of the tofu is good, but I just feel like it needs just like something to it. So would I suggest you make this? Yes, but maybe like blend all the ingredients up and then you'll get more of like a sauce consistency, and then also add more seasoning to the tofu. So that is all the recipes for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me cook these. I hope you enjoyed getting the tea. I hope you try some out for yourself, because though some of them didn't work out the best, I feel like a lot of it was my fault because I do tend to like cut corners as much as possible when I'm doing recipes, which isn't always the best. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed these recipes. I really hope you enjoyed kind of cooking with me, and yeah. So I love you guys so much. And that was a lot of so's right there. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, hour, I don't really know. Yeah, and I hope you're having an amazing holiday season. So yeah, if you guys really like the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe with notifications on, because it is currently Vlogmas and I'm posting every day. And if you would like to, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is just @Sadie, and you can get kind of more of a behind the scenes look on my life and just some inspiration, some cool pictures, that. So yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.